So welcome back. Is there anybody here who's here for the first time this evening? Okay, especially warm welcome to you, and just a few practicals is that the bathrooms are down through the stairway here, and then to the right of that wooden door there. We're not expecting a fire alarm to go off, but if one does go off, please remain seated, we'll check what's happening and then come back to you. The only other thing you needed to know is we're filming this evening. This goes out on live stream, so please be aware of that. With mobile phones, if you can, please turn them to silent, if not to off. So many of you will know parts of this story, you will have heard it before, but for those of you who are new, welcome to St Ethelburga Centre for Reconciliation and Peace. And this used to be one of the oldest buildings, oldest churches in London. It's over 800 years old. And it used to be the tallest building on the street. You'd be able to see it for miles around. And it used to be part of the London Wall, which meant for those arriving into London, it would have been one of the first places you could stop off. And as you were leaving London, it may be the last place that you might offer a prayer or a wish or a hope as you set off on whatever journey that you were taking. And St Ethelburga's, since that time, has welcomed people of all faiths and none from across the world. It has been a place of gathering. Some of you may know that we became a centre for peace and reconciliation because in 1993 this church was bombed. It wasn't intended, the bomb was not intended for this church specifically, but to do as much damage to the city as possible. And for a half-mile radius around here, every pane of glass was broken. That was a bomb that was planted by the IRA. And this building was almost entirely demolished, but the Bishop of London had a vision that as much as faith can separate people, it is something that can also unite. So this is a place that as I said, welcomes people of all faiths and none. Tonight, welcome to Listen to the World, and this is a live music program where we celebrate themes of home, belonging, peace, and community through the musical talents and traditions of London's global citizens, London and beyond. And I'm delighted tonight to welcome Mudibu, aka JpBimeni, who some of you may have seen recently after a sellout gig at PizzaExpress Jazz Club. And he has gathered around him tonight an incredible array of artists. Owen Uwadai, Pharaoh Russell, Kadialy Kouyate, and Kayo Brown. And they will be joining us any second. But it promises to be an extraordinary evening, not just because Mudibu has not recently been playing in London for quite a few years until recently, but also because the lineup this evening is being premiered. And it's the first time this configuration of incredible musicians will be performing together. So if you didn't finish that conversation that you had with your neighbor about what music inspires you, now is the time to do it as we check where our musicians and welcome our musicians. They're just coming. Yeah, they're just coming. Lovely. Okay. Thank you. So just while we wait, and they're just coming, Just while we wait, just to let you know, so we'll have a first set, then we'll have an interview, and then we'll have a bit of a Q&A. It's quite nice, we're quite cozy. It's like being with friends. And then we will have the second set. And tonight, I'm delighted to welcome our compere, Hawa Khan, who has not only got a beautiful voice, but is a fantastically warm and welcoming part of this program. And if you think you've come just to listen, you may be surprised. And we invite participation, which will be invited in by Mudibu and by Hawa, and join in as little or as much as you like. So, yeah. Can we Hawa, please, I'm going to hand over to you.
Oh. Okay, so, yes, please, sir, come in. But I have something I would like to. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. I'm going to do what I do with the kids. There's at least maybe 20 or more. It sounds like there's 3 people. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Thank you. And so I would like to say, Ahmed, make sure I'm saying this right. Amaho. Did I say that right? Amaho. Kazane Chane. Did I say it right? Oh, okay. I'm getting a thumbs up, but I get the feeling that there's a little bit of work there for me to do. Thank you very much, Joe. That was really lovely opening for me. And so it's only fair that I do the same for you, sir. So my name is Hawa Khan. I'm a singer and a songwriter. And I am absolutely delighted to be here. And I have not seen this. We're both trying to figure out when was the last time we saw each other, when we met. And that just shows how long we've been doing this thing for, right? So it's been an awful long time. And I said, if it's been 20 years for me, then, sir, it's been more than 20 years for you, I believe. Can we get the mic up for Mudibu, please? Is there a, do you know what?
1, 2.
Yeah, I was going to say you can have my mic. So I'm going to be here encouraging your participation. We've had a little bit of heat, so I know that you've got your bones and your muscles must be a little supple. Yes, that's right. So I'm expecting some movement. We are in for a treat this evening because it isn't just Mudibu, but the maestros. And so we are delighted to be joined shortly by a feast of well-seasoned musicians. Enjoy your evening, smile, take part, clap, be present, and you are very, very, very welcome. Can we have a warm, full, everybody, welcome for Mudibu and the maestros, please?
Oh, wow, 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 wow. May I start by saying much gratitude for coming on a Tuesday and choose to share an evening together around music. I haven't done this in a long time. Sit down with a guitar and play. I've been just jumping around the bands, in front of bands, you know. And to come, I love this because it's very intimate, you know. It's like someone said to me, think like you're in your sitting room with your mate. So this is it. Welcome home. So the first song I'm going to sing for you on guitar, it's a song called Inyoni Ziririmba, which means when birds sing. I'm a bit of a spiritual person, and in a place when you hear birds in the morning or someplace or evening, it's a sign of seated, I call seated peace, you know, when you hear the birds. And I remember in the war after, in Rwanda, visiting Rwanda after war, I think it was the same time I was leaving, studying here. Literally, it was silent. Not even a bird. You couldn't hear children, you couldn't hear a bird, it was just the sound of death. And every time I went home, people say, oh, peace, because there's no guns and no killings. But for me, I couldn't hear that. So, and I said, for me, I feel there's an absence of the real peace. So this song is a song I did 15 years ago, hoping that they will come. So last year, I went and played the biggest concert ever played in my country after years, 30 years, because I felt the peace, the birds are coherent and all that. So that's that song. So the universe has a listen to it. There you go. Umutima ugatumba ntamenye imvura imvano amarira akamurenga ntamenye imvura imvano akumva iby'isi bimukoraniye umutima ugatumba amenye imvano zosubira iwacu inyoni ziririmba zosubira iwacu inyoni ziririmba amahoro 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 yeah. amahoro 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 simberetse ko kuboko kwawe hamungwe mu mpobero dukorane twime umwenge rwaho umutima ugatumba amenye imvura imvano zosubira iwacu inyoni ziririmba zosubira iwacu inyoni ziririmba amahoro amahoro data n'amawe ibere rimwe umuryano mu nshuti si wowe mugisha data n'amawe ibere rimwe umuvyeyi Burundi murima w'isangi mberetse ko kuboko kwawe amungwe mu mpobero dukorane twime umwenge rwaho umutima ugatumba amenye imvura imvano zosubira iwacu inyoni ziririmba zosubira iwacu inyoni ziririmba amahoro amahoro yeah. amahoro amahoro yeah. amahoro 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 yeah, yeah. Thank you. The next song is anybody question? Apparently, we hear, talk, converse. So whenever you can stop me in the song, Excuse me, I got a question. I don't. This is it's not like I used to have a teacher say, when I enter the class, no question. When I'm finished, you can ask. So it's not like that. So you can ask any question if you have any question or curiosity, either now or later. So just put your hand up, yeah. So the next, yeah, yes, please. Sorry? Fulani? Please, do you have a meaning for it? What's your meaning? What's the meaning? What's the meaning? What does it mean? Man. Because basically, I had a neighbor when I was a kid. He used to pass in front of our house. He was what I call, he was the king's advisor. So he was my neighbor. So his name was Vittori Rove. Now he has grandchildren because I always give him credit for giving me the name, Mudibu. So now the grandchildren follow me on social media and call me and say, thank you to always mention our father and stuff. And this man, I think I used to play in the front. I was just the most turbulent child. So every time I played, there was no shirt around. So he would pass next to me and look at me and goes, young man, are you going to grow tall and a big chest up like Mudibu Keita? So East, yeah. Because it was a very political neighborhood I had. There were officials, these, officials that. And that name stuck. And you can't come in Burundi and say JP or whatever, you find me. No. If you say Mudibu, you'll find me. They will find me where I am. So, and I had few meanings about it. People told me that it meant the roar of a lion. Other people told me it's a name for God in African names or some, because you have also in South Africa, when you say Madiba, it's not far from it. So I'm keep thinking maybe because we are Bantu people. The Bantu people from the west to the heart, to the east, all the way here, the bell, right hand. The Bantu people, dong, dong. So the Bantu people, to know from the east, from basically from sub-Sahara, east, west, all the way south, who seem to have same root, like in the Western countries where you have Latin roots, you know, Italian, French, English, or somewhere they have roots. So those we have the same. So to know actually, even if we have so many tribes in each country, to know actually that you share same roots, you ask them to say, how do you say human? There's always untu. Does you have that? Untu. Is it untu in there, in your language? Because Mudibu is there. Untu, you know that we share the same roots. So, yeah. That's nice. That takes me back. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. So, all right. So which means that man reunited me and then he have no clue all these years. It took me only 47 years to know. This is wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, so the second song I'm going to play, it's a song, I'm going to say this, it's about someone leave a country. Maybe it could be me, could be who knows. Maybe I know it's going to be cryptic about it. It's about someone who leaves the country and leave the loved one behind, you know, and had a promise they can travel the world, but only one left and one stayed. So, and then life takes course, everyone have their own families, whatever. But the love and, you know, turns into friendship, deep friendship, and turns into protectors of each other, you know, and yeah, something like that. So the title is Ngukunda. So Gukun, I feel like it has more. That's someone there. Yes, a question. Sorry? Is it a mic to give the?
In your song.
Sorry, I can't read.
Were you referring to Gatumba in the song that you just sang?
Referring to
Gatumba.
Gatumba, no.
No.
Because Burundi, our region basically, of what's going on in Congo,
Yeah, that's
we are very rich. People have to know this, and we know it. We are very, very, very rich, but we're called poor, And there's always. I came here and studied politics, economics, because I wanted to understand how society and the history of human people have got to where we are, because I always felt back home, every time I stood in front of the door and I look, my people pass by the door, because I watched movies, I read books, and all the time I read books and watch movies, I saw other nations feeling very comfortable in their skin and, colorful, but I just feel like we're cold and looking down, like something is made us like cold, chickens. And I remember as a 13-year-old, and I look at that, I'm like, and I say something in French, I say something, I say, I feel our real power as a people is absent for a reason that is so invisible. So I had to go and learn politics, I had to learn history, I had to learn about civilization. I remember asking my teacher in Oxford, what makes one civilization rise and one civilization down? And I look in terms of us in Africa, why are we so portrayed or attacked or belittled and all that? And I'm like, this is so outplaced, And I just realized, actually, it's a projection. And then I realized, actually, it's our power. We have a power. And it's kind of like ripped. It's kind of like, I said, we are hypnotized. Because I live here 30 years. I have friends here, all different cultures and all that. And I start realizing that all civilizations go all the way back. Organization of parts of the world, for whatever reason, it's a human nature thing. And I felt like something needs to break. When we talk about politics, currently where we are now, it's something's asking for something different. Different way of doing things, different way of we relate to each other. Because I feel we have to start thinking that the world is one home. We are connected more than ever, more than ever. I cough here, they can know it straight away, home, now. So there's no hiding from each other, and what we need the same. We need to find how we manage it together for everybody, equally, respectfully, with humanity. Ubuntu. Ubuntu. And those values, I know today's world, when you're talking about Ubuntu, being kind, be patient, it's almost throw out there. Everybody's just run to get their thing. But it's just a run off the cliff. And giving signals others to just run the same cliff and fall. The level of mental issues today running what we have is, I think we need to pull back. We have all the information we need in terms of history, technologies here, communication, and we can make a better place, much better, I believe. Some people think I'm too optimistic. I say, yes, I shall die optimistic. And that is by any means necessary. That's it, sorry, talking too much. So this is when you haven't played for so long, you have to search it. You come in na umutima wanje wose aho bigeze ukwiye kumenya k'umutima wanje wari uwawe uwawe wose no kubwawe nyene nange kamfise ko ankunda naho twari bato wari urukundo kuko nange sinari naragukunze kandi umenye ko nkigukunda nzokwama gukunda hari naragukunze kandi umenye ko nkigukunda nzokwama gukunda ubu twese turubatse imigisha y'Imana ndazi ko iby'isi bitoroshe yo nkuru ishireko ibiganza by'amahirwe sinari naragukunze kandi umenye ko nkigukunda nzokwama gukunda nari naragukunze kandi umenye ko nkigukunda nzokwama gukunda yeah. Thank you. Before I call on the maestros, someone a question? Yeah.
So this is, as I said, an evening of endless delight. But I am going to ask that we reserve our questions for the Q&A. Is that all right? So that we can get down and boogie down and enjoy and have a good old funky time. And then we can, when you start clapping, then you get questions. But I really just want to speak to what you said. That was very powerful, and I think everybody here received that. And you just said it in such a compact, you know, you felt you were talking a lot, but it was, yeah, that's right. It was, indeed, it was. And we are eternally hopeful for better days. And so, without further ado, and clapping hands get artists, okay? That's all I'm going to say. So we'll have a dress rehearsal, and yes, we will. Introducing the maestros. Wonderful. Woo!
So,
Wonderful. Knew they had it in them. We'll have more of the hoopla, please. Thank you. Over to you, Modibo.
thank you. So, we haven't played this configuration. So, we are putting our wings and deciding to fly. So fly with us. So introducing Kayo here. I've known him for 20 years. You know? This man, while they are plugging, I played in Brixton in a church. There was a night where you could grab a guitar and just turn up and play. So I played there, and as I finished, I went off. I saw him go on the stage, and I was like, who is that? You know? I was like, who is that? And then, flattering him in, a friend of mine came and said, hey, do you know the guy you played? Yeah, he's been asking your number. I said, what? Yeah, he loved your thing. He'd love to come and, you know, do something. This is 20 years ago, we're talking. Yeah? This man drives, find my where I live. He drives to my home with his wife in the car. And he parks in front of my house and goes, man, I want to say something. I loved it. This gives me goosebumps because this man is the most generous, giving, patient, and passionate about his craft, you know. And I said, man, I'd love to do something with you. That was then. So life as it goes, I was jumping project to project, but you always follow it. I did the Otis Redding tribute band, traveling, and I said, man, I would love. I said, don't, hold that thought. And then for now touring whole thing in Europe, and I was like, you know, I don't have a team in London, because how do I travel Europe and I have nothing in London or UK? I was like, this feels like, you know. I said, I need to put a band, and guess who they're going to call? Hello, Kayo. I said, it's perfect timing, brother. So he's been with me, just played the PizzaExpress, and now we're trying to do this little version, script version, and another one, 20 years too, playing with a friend of mine, and I've seen him on the scene, a neighbor, and I go see in his jams, and every time I see players, like, man, just put in my little book, making, you know, my wish list, you know. And then I saw him, introduced to me by my good lady. She's not here yet. And he goes, I find this amazing Kora player. He comes home as a friend, and we jam at home. I was like, what these instruments gives me, my God, it's too much. And then I had another bass player called Malcolm Levels. He couldn't come. And I said, I got a good brother, don't worry. Owen, ladies and gentlemen. So Owen, Kayo, Kadialy, and Pharaoh, and the maestros. So while we wait for my good man, this song I'm about to play is my very first song I ever written in my language. It's called Agahengwe. Agahengwe. How can I translate that in English? Agahengwe, it's peace, but it's something more than peace. It's something deeper. And again, for those birds didn't hear, so it's kind of telling my people and asking whoever is listening deeply, you know, how it's painful that we don't have that peace we deserve, you know. And that we actually, it's in our hands to do it, you know. So there it is, Agahengwe. Feel free to clap, huh? Baritza, we are Baja, inshuti n'abagenzi bansiga inyuma, abagenzi n'inshuti bansiga inyuma, bansiga inyuma, ntibambwiye ko dukura, ntibanyongoreye ngo ubuzima ni umwanya muto, ni umwanya muto. Bwira bwira umutima ngubwire agahengwe, bwira bwira umutima ngubwire agahengwe. Ewe nshuti hagarara ngumbwire ngwiyo tuja niyo tuva, heba umpakanya ngumbwire ngwiyo tuja niyo tuva, ngumbwire ngumbwire cyubi byose bivuze. Bwira bwira umutima ngubwire agahengwe, bwira bwira umutima ngubwire agahengwe, bwira bwira umutima ngubwire agahengwe. Oh, bwira umbwira ujandajanda umunsi wobwiye nzobabera umugabo umwaka iraru. Bwira bwira umutima ngubwire agahengwe, bwira bwira umutima ngubwire agahengwe, bwira bwira umutima ngubwire agahengwe. Oh, 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 give me some. I'm like a kid in a sweet shop. The next song is self-explanatory. It's in English. It's part of a new songs. You're gonna have the pleasure to listen first. And So it's like showing a baby to the world. Feel free to dance. It's danceable. Yeah. It's a bit. I'm a reggae head. You know. I used to think I was gonna be my old pictures. I've got dreadlocks here. You know, double dems. I thought I was Rastafari. Here we go. I can hear it in the wind, I can hear it in the air. Every time I step on this mountain. Give it up. I can give it, I can smell it in the air. Every time I step on this mountain, I raise my hands to the sky. And I call for the light of protection. And I send my feet deep in the ground. For the world to see through me. This connection to everything to me. You are on your way to find some peace of mind. You are on your way to find your broken pieces. You are on your way to find some peace of mind. You are on your way to find your broken pieces. This connection certainly swing my wings. This connection certainly heal my wound. I can hear it in the wind, I can smell it in the air. Every time I hit them, this ground, yeah. The healing power of music is only thing that works for me. And if you listen carefully, all the birds sing with me. And life in this way is everything to me. You are on your way to find some peace of mind. You are on your way to find your broken pieces. You are on your way to find some peace of mind. You are on your way to find your broken peace. Come on, hey! This connection certainly swing my wings. This connection certainly hit my wound. Every time I step on this mountain, I send my arms to the sky. And I call for the light of protection. And I send my feet deep in the ground. So the world to see through me. So this connection is everything for me. Oh, so you are on your way to find some peace of mind. You are on your way to find your broken pieces. You are on your way to find some peace of mind. You are on your way to find your way. find some peace of mind. You are on your way to find your broken pieces. You are on your way to find some pieces. You are on your way to find your broken pieces. You are on your way to find some peace of mind. Oh yeah. I feel we are in a very healing times, the whole world over. And I think as the question I said about civilization, I think for me, personally, my reasoning is, if you look at all the civilization come and go, I don't think the time we live in today is very interesting, because when you talk about mind, body, and soul, today we have all the information. I think we've tried everything, everything. So some civilizations are very more in the brain, enlightenment, the age where it's just religious, So now we have the religion, the spirituality, economics, and ideas of exchange and all that, connectivity and all that. So we are in a very interesting time where instead of fearing it or feeling desperate or feeling like powerless, I feel we have the best opportunity to create the next thing. How about that? Yeah. It's the way to reframe it. Yeah. The more scary, it's like, that's the opportunity to change it proper, in a good way. Even the people are fighting, use love and compassion. And in conflict resolution, what I learned was that when you are talking to somebody, don't talk as if you're trying to teach them something. Don't talk to them like to impose your view. Don't talk. You talk with questions. How? I used to call it the 5 W's. I think there's a Y, which is why, how, when, what. There's one missing there. When. Yeah. When. So those ones, when you're conversing, you find it just sharing actually, and the defensiveness breaks down, and then both humanities coming together and become a mirror of each other. I realize from there, you can go somewhere. How about that? How does this go? How does this go? There's something in this life will break you down. Yeah. There's something in this life will make you stronger than the mountain. There's something in this life fill you with rage. There's something in this life bring you happiness, yeah. So we carry on like a shooting star. So we carry on, happy in the sky. There's something in this life worth living for. And I know in this life it's just a moment we're here. So make sure that you breathe. give love and get loving. So make sure you give love, only love and now, yeah, yeah. So carry on like a shooting star. Carry on up in the sky. So carry on up in the sky. So carry on up in the sky. Oh, that you dim heart now becomes your friend. You understand now, yeah. Oh, that heavenly feeling become your friend. You'll understand now, yeah. Oh, that you dim heart now becomes your wings. You'll understand now, yeah. Oh, that heavenly feeling becomes your friend. Let me say, carry on up in the sky. So carry on, there is a star now. So carry on like a shooting star. So carry on up in the sky. Kadialy, let's go. On a Kora. Give me Kai, give some love. Kadialy and Kora, ladies and gentlemen, come on. Give some love. Give me some. Carry on, we carry on like a shooting star. So carry on, we carry on up in the sky. Together now, carry on up in the sky. One more time. I think some people are thirsty. You know, I think of myself, I don't know. So yeah, apparently we have to get a quick break. And yeah.
So that was wonderful, was it not? Excellent, goody good. Told you you was in for a treat. And so they'll, you know, quench your thirst, take a comfort break, stretch your legs, limber up for round 2. Yes, there'll be more hand clapping. Thank you for the dancing. It's just like, move, do your thing. The first time I ever came here, I was sweating in the back like I was at some club somewhere late at night because I was having such a wonderful time. So we encourage you on whatever your comfort level to enjoy. The clapping chorus here, my God, we had percussion. So
we have more of that. Don't go away.
Yeah.
We're gonna do more of that.
We are all about the participation. So you have John T's wonderful spiced apple. I think that's what's running tonight. Please drink. It's gorgeous. And make a donation. There is water on the side. Please help yourself. Talk among each other and we'll see you back in a little bit. Thank you.
Said someone who said they could hear the bass or something. I couldn't hear it. I didn't want to turn up too much on stage. Did it sound okay out here? Sounded right to me. Christian, I'll finish with that. Sure. I can get a touch from me. It's fine. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine on stage. If it sounds fine to you, leave it as it is. No, please. Yeah. I'd rather get myself. I've got a raw head. There's nothing I need to do that for me. No.
Okay. Thank you. And clearly everyone is full of spiced wine. I can tell because you're engaging, you're talking, probably talking about how delicious it is. Isn't it wonderful, that spiced apple? Isn't it good? Wonderful, wonderful. So we begin again. It is our second half. Some people have come in. Some people have had to leave. We've had a good chat up. We've had some pictures. I've spoken to my Burundi sisters over in the back. And let me hear you say, hey. Wonderful. I feel like this is really a really exciting moment, especially as I said, one of our team is from Burundi. So we're having all these really exciting Burundian connections being built here, as well as our own connection that we're making. So this is fun, this is nice. And as Mudibu said, that we are at home. So I hope you feel at home. Be at home. Do not be afraid if you wish to. Stand on your feet. Get up, enjoy, clap your hands, be free, enjoy yourself. You are welcome. And so we welcome back Mudibu and the maestros. Come on, Ian. Can we have a warm round of applause, please? We're going to have a Q&A now. So oh, okay. It's the double bass. It's all right. It's not, I don't think it's I can't see anything. Is everyone okay? Wonderful. Okay. All right. Okay. Clean glass. Okay. All right, sir. So, okay, that's, all is well. It is well. It is well. It is well. So, now would be a good time for Q&A. I know we had some questions earlier, which is wonderful and delightful, and it made us all feel a bit more at home and acquainted. So does anyone in the audience have any questions right now? Anyone at all? Remember, clapping hands and question askers get music. Does anybody have any questions at all? Okay, so I have a question. Yes? Yes. Yes, please. Thank you. Mm-hmm.
If not me, who? There's one. So my question is, how much did your mother influence your visioning?
My mother?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. You can't speak about my mother and not me going emotional. She was my protector. She was, I think the emotional state, I am an emotional guy. And I think I take it from my mother. And it's like she kept me there, you know. And I can see how the way she's always, I was a delinquent, like turbulent, you know. And if I was not home, she would not have a peace. And what she did for me was that she made me feel loved, very loved. And I never felt like I missed anything, you know, with her. I felt very loved, very protected by her. And she gave me freedom, you know, because our country can be very conservative. But with my mother, I felt like I had freedom. She kind of had an eye on me. When I look back, as now my father, I can see the parenting sort of approach I have my children. I know where I take it from, you know. And I remember I used to have book of poems. Anybody who knows the history of Burundi, there's a massacre of Kivimba, 93. And I managed to escape from there and all that. But while I was there, I used to write poetry, and I forgot the book. In the middle of the war, I managed to, it's a big long story, I got there through the war and got my book of poems, which I have here. in my home. And I remember in that book I wrote a poem for my dad who just passed away. She was sick also. And I read this poem to her and in her bed. And I said, Mom, I'm going to go through the world and tour the world and see the world. And I can see her lying on the bed, look at me, goes, you're such a dreamer, you know. You're such a dreamer. And he goes like, but I'm worried about you. I say, why? Because music doesn't pay. You're going to go hungry. You're going to go hungry, you know. And I came here through education, scholarship and everything. But right at the end of it, I didn't feel freedom to go and do things I've studied. I just felt like I need to protect my freedom. I need to protect everything I do. Even if I have to sell tomatoes on the corner of the street, I will, you know. But to keep my sort of away from any pressure to do things that don't agree with me, you know. I just feel this. Every time I try to do something, I always have to connect my heart and here. And I think I'm very strong instinctively because looking at everything I went through, I think I developed this survival instinct thing. So, mother, yeah, mother did. And every time I play, spiritually, she's always above me. She's always. So every time I'm touring and I'm in front of 1,000 people and I go, oh, can I really hold this? And I call all the ancestors and my mother comes first. Nahimana specios. Specios. Yeah. So maybe I should have played a song of hers, but not today. Next time.
We look forward to that. We
Thank
very
you.
much look forward to that. Thank you very much. And thank you for such a great question. Any other questions? Yes.
Thank you, Mudibu. First of all, amazing music. Thank you so much. Really, really loving your amazing musicians, and the music has soul and energy and passion. It's fantastic. Thank you very, very much. My question was about conflict resolution. You mentioned that you've done some work in conflict resolution, I think, and I just wondered how, if you could talk a little bit about that and whether that's to do with music as well, or it's just, or not. Just be really interested to know what you've learned from your experiences of doing conflict resolution.
I think I'm the same quest from the 13 years old I was when I asked this question to myself, like, our power is absent. And I found that very curious. And I remember when I was doing interviews to join universities, I remember went to one of the universities in Wales, and I sat with the head of politics and philosophy, and he asked me questions. Why do you want to do this? And I start telling him about what I see or instinctively feel about the world. And he goes, and I said, this whole aid to Africa and all that, I smell a bit of guiltiness, you know, and a bit of something not right and all that. And we talked a lot of that. And then every time, everything I do, I'm trying to find reasons why the setup is way set up in terms of reason from organizational, systematic systems, and also the placement of morality and what makes us a human, you know, and look in terms of system. Because I remember in politics we studied something called postmodernism, where you could look in terms of where technology, science, new discoveries, how they can impact people, how they think, and how they can apply it in organizing themselves, so we can have organized and, you know, a better way of exchanging and everyone have their freedoms and stuff. From the idea of freedom and democracy starting from way back, that idea becoming broader and broader and broader. Now we are in terms of everything that surrounds us that Earth has. So more holistic. So that conflict resolution was a first class I took when I was in Wales. I was in an international school. I got a scholarship to go to international school in Wales. And that school was created around the years 50s, 40s, after the Second World War. a lot of thinkers came together from the world, thinking about how this world can be a better place. So maybe we train young generation at the very impressionable age, like young, from 14, 15, and give them an education, but also an exposure to other cultures. So the more people are together, the more people are not strangers for each other and see a conflict. So they can start actually, like I have a network of friends like that from all over the place, and we have WhatsApp, and it's the only thing that keeps me sane right now, because we look what we were trained or education we had, and we look at the world and it's like, my God, it's just, it's crazy how groups and parts of the world are just kind of put against each other. But knowing politics economics, I know that structurally, historically, things have changed in terms of organizing society. We have a sector that has always been what we call mercantiles, merchants. They were just working for the other stratas, like, you know, you have parliament, you have nobility, or you have a clergy, you have the army. So that structure over time has cut through in the middle, and now in today's world, it sits on top. It has no jurisdiction, the commercial sector. It has no jurisdiction. So in terms of us, organizing societies and stuff, we have a problem. Because they can decamp and go with all that power. It's so powerful than an organized society with laws and rules. So do not be surprised when we have people in politics all over the world are just merchants. They're not politicians. They're merchants. They are the middle people. They're the middle people between, I call them the salesmen. They're not politicians. So they're the salesmen for the bigger money to the mass. And the mass is going crazy. What's going on, politician? But you elect, whoever you elect there is going to be still a merchant.
Modibo, sorry to interrupt you. No, because I was going to say, if there's a ballot, who are we voting for? Okay. I mean, I'm just saying that if there was anybody running for everything that you have said, and I think that I can speak for everyone when I say that we are being informed here today, are we not? Yes? And I think that, you know, music teaches, you know, our hearts and our spirits, but you filled our minds with questions and with information. And so it's been a real gift to hear you. So I am not interrupting. I'm just interrupting to say when the ballot paper comes, I will be putting an X by your name. And so without further ado, if there are no more questions from you.
I'm a chatterbox. Be careful.
Musica. You would like to, sorry, Nene would like to play a compliment to you. Kadialy speaks Fula, don't you, Kadialy?
You transported me back to Futa Diallo and Lebe because my dad, I had tears running down my cheeks because my dad used to play that every morning. Of course, he wasn't as sophisticated as yours, but God, thank you. Thank you so
That's
much.
beautiful. Barka, barka, barka. Jarama, bui, bui, bui. My little piece of Fula. Jarama, bui, bui, bui. Jarama. So, I think it's really important that you tell everyone where we can find you, when we can see you again, when we can hear more of your wisdom, and when we can sign that ballot paper. So be sure to let us know all those things, because those are really important, because I think a lot of people here would like to support, to follow, and to continue to listen to what you have to share. Yeah? All right. So, without further ado, more from Modibo and the Maestros.
So, since I said, let's feel like we are home in a sitting room, we're going to do just that. So I invite some friends. We're going to jam a song. And we go where it goes. So this is a song. It's called Gatera Nimba. If I explain that, it's something that brings you ache or something brings you hardship. It's a story of someone loving someone who didn't realize he's loved by him, and then she wants someone else and goes in trouble. All kind of a love story. So it's in Kirundi, and the first time I heard this song, I just had tears, and I was like, I need to do that song. So I did it in my album. I have a couple albums online. Basically, it's complicated my life. So I have two artists named Mudibu and JpBimeni. On Mudibu, I have two albums, which that song is. And JpBimeni is a soul project I have of Spanish and French groups. So that song is there. Just putting it out there. Naza kukuramutsa Sambe Beari sanywe niki Mwana wa mama Bega nshuti fise Nyumvira mubire What could you simba Ugie mowaro Ugi waube Yang kugipa ngoyibonera Uche kabiri Onuri ungenze Ndabura ico ngira Umviriza nkubwire Ubwire munawe Ko ubuzima bugora Nazo go magi Nazo na magi Bega nshuti mfise Benzo ikifaniki Kabu yuzimu Benzo ikifaniki Kabu yuzimu Bega nshuti mfise Umvira mubire kuki kwango yibone oh oh we yang kuki kwango yibone oh oh we yang kuki kwango yibone kako oh Kadialy, come on. Owen, ladies and gentlemen. Owen. Far on the program. Far on. Hey. Ooh, ah. So, in Burundi we have some rhythms, and it's not for nobodies, you know. So the next song is called Simba Imanga. It's a song that I want, it's a new song, I want to be empowering for Burundians. So we can get over the traumas, we can get over the hypnosis, we can get over all the sort of belief that Burundians have had of between themselves when we actually have a paradise. We have a paradise. Every time I go home, I get tears. You know, the home of our ancestors. I just go there, I'm like, oh my God, this place is beautiful. And it breaks my heart. So I think my mission is to hopefully inspire. That's the mission. The reason I want to do music. I remember doing music and I stopped for 10 years and I said, I need to understand the reason why I'm trying to do music. Because I could feel the power music has. And I say, if the reason for me to do music, it's about me, I don't want to do it. And one day it dropped. I said, wow. And then I'm comfortable, you know. It's in the right place. You know, so it dilutes unnecessary, you know what. Yeah. So this is called Simba Imanga, meaning jump over the hurdle, basically. I need to consult my Bible. I'll invite everyone to clap. Can you try to do this? We're going to try this. If it doesn't work, we'll leave it. Bana Burundi, subiza imitima munda, subiza imitima munda, umuvyeyi Burundi, Nyamya Simba Imanga, Nyamya Simba Imanga. Kupita, Batusi imitima bararangura, baturi imitima bararangura, ntibamenya ko tuva mu biti binoga, ntibamenya ko tuva mu biti binoga. Baja ibisigo mucamata n'ubuki, baja ibisigo mucamata n'ubuki, ntibamenya ko bari iwabo y'Imana, ntibamenya ko bari iwabo y'Imana. Ukigukora mu jisho rimwe bikaba umuziro, ukigukora mu jisho rimwe bikaba umuziro. Bana y'Uburundi, subiza imitima kubahiriza abana bato bose ntibakatihanga nk'amagisha y'iziko nta n'umwe ubyara ubuntu bw'Imana burame bacu umbe yamashi umbe kidukora mu jisho rimwe bikaba umuziro kidukora mu jisho rimwe bikaba umuziro Bana b'i Burundi umbeshi basubiza inyuma munda umubyeyi Burundi ntasimba imanga ntasimba imanga umbeshi all the way home. Kidukora mu jisho rimwe bikaba umuziro kidukora mu jisho rimwe bikaba umuziro ube kidukora mu jisho rimwe bikaba umuziro Maestros. Woo-wee. All right, we got too much fun and forgot about the time. So apparently I have just one song. So I'm gonna see what the maestros would love to play. Ooh. So who are the Rastas in the house? That was not a strong response. No, I'm not saying about the jazzy, jazzy thing. What is going on? Jazzy cigarettes, I'm just saying about, the vibes. touched on through all the speeches and questions. So, yeah, and it's in English, so why? Why should I explain when it's all there? Here we go. You won't. Let's start from the top. It's got different grooves. It's different groove, different groove. You won't change.
It's our last number, people. I know. On your feet, please. If you can. Those of you who can't, we shall leave you where you are. But those who can't, two-step, come on now. Come on, two-step. Thank you, sir.
Here we go.
Two-step,
That's the one. That's why we go for the track.
Come on.
For the dance.
Bring in the sun. Yes,
Love
yes.
yourself. Come on.
All right. Woo!
You won't change. You try within. That's my revolution. You give love instead of hate. That is a revolution. You got more. You share with those don't have. That is a love revolution. This can't wait. It starts right now. It's time for revolution. It's gotta be good. It's gotta be right. With all the pain we see all around this world. With all the pain we see all around. Open your eyes, open your eyes. There's got to be a better way of living. There's got to be a better way of living. When the morning comes, I give gratitude. That's my revolution. You give home. It's time to crash down. That's a revolution. When the hunger strikes, you share with your plate. That is a love revolution. Humanity, we bring down no breakthrough now. It's time for revolution. It's gotta be good. It's gotta be right. With all the pain we see all around the world. With all the pain we see all around. Open your heart, open your mind. There's got to be a better way of living. There's got to be a better way of living. Hey, oh. Say. There's got to be a better way of living. Let's together. All together. There's got to be a better way of living. All together now. There's got to be a better way of living. Come on now. There's got to be a better way of living. Oh. There's got to be a better way. You got me good. It's gotta be right. There's got to be a better way of living. Oh. There's got to be a better way. Yeah. Thank you so much. I hope you had a lovely time. I'll say for myself, I had a great time and exchanging big hands to the maestros. Thank you, my people. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank you for the center and having us. Travel safe until next time. And hopefully soon.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, another big round of applause for Mudibu and the maestros. Wonderful. Woo! And so, quickly, are you able to share where we can hear and see and feel and get more of you, please?
So basically, my office is Instagram. My office is Instagram. From there, because I have a Facebook page, which is under JpBimeni Mudibu. And I post where things are happening next and stuff.
Put your name in the search engine,
Yeah.
go onto Facebook and onto
medias,
Instagram,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
there you will find
And
him.
most people, sometimes I know people won't love Instagram or love Facebook or Twitter.
Okay, all of
people in
that.
there,
All of the
so,
socials.
yeah.
Wonderful.
I am trolling there.
Thank you all so much. See how you were when you were on your feet. That was gorgeous. Get home safe. Joe is going to close our evening. So if just for a moment, I said you would have a good time and you did. It's always different. Every musician has how they wish to express and explain themselves and convey themselves and deliver this gorgeous gift to us. There's been people transported back to their childhoods as well as this present moment. I'm glad you got on your feet. It's important to move the fascias, even small movements. So continue to do so. I'll pass you on to Joe and hopefully we'll see you next month. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Howard. And it has been an absolute joy. What a gift that you have brought us this evening, Mudibu. And the strength in the vulnerability as well of sharing stories of your mum, of trying new material here, of trying and working with a new configuration of artists. It's been absolute a joy to have Kadialy, Pharaoh, Owen, Kayo alongside you, Mudibu. And what a heartfelt evening. Thank you. And this evening would not be possible without an incredible team. And tonight we have Nick, Ahmed, we have Nelson, Pick, Jonty, and Fam all helping this evening. So please could we give them a big round of applause as well. If you're new to St Ethelburga's and you left your email with us, then you will automatically receive invitations to upcoming events. We have these Listen to the World events on the first Tuesday of every month. So we look forward to welcoming you back, and travel safe. Have a lovely evening. Thanks so much for coming. Bye-bye.